Hey everybody, Nick Licameli here. Today we're talking about why a contest prep to a bodybuilding show is like a pregnancy. Now, before every female who's watching this shuts it off, hear me out. I'm not saying that it's similar in the intensity of dedication or pain or willpower to plow through it. Not at all. That's not what I'm saying. Because I'll tell you what, gentlemen, we got nothing to complain about. Nothing to complain about. Pregnancy and giving birth is a lot harder than a contest prep. Let's just get that out there. But what I mean is that there are a few similarities between the two. So first is that the way that other people perceive it, right? So there's a lot of hype in the beginning. There's nothing in the middle. And then there's a lot of hype at the end. So in my experience, when you first announce that you're expecting, everyone celebrates, right? Everyone pops champagne and then take pictures and congratulations, and then you start talking about babies, and the next week or two everyone is reaching out to you, congratulating you, and you're thinking about being a parent, and it's all this great hype, right? Just like when you decide to do that bodybuilding show and you send in that entry form and you're all hyped up and you can't wait to get to the gym, and you're 6 months out from the show, but God, you know that these reps that you're doing today in the gym are gonna really help you gain, bring your best package to the stage. And then comes the middle phase. The middle phase when that no one knows about, no one talks about, right? So the middle phase of pregnancy, or beginning to middle phase, depending on the person, is often filled with nausea, sleepless nights, shortness of breath, weakness, fatigue, an emotional roller coaster, difficulty walking up and down the stairs, right? So these are the things that no one talks about, right? No one's going to post on social media the stuff in the middle. You're going to talk about the beginning, talk about the end. Bodybuilding the same way. People forget about you in the middle, right? They don't care. It's not interesting. It's not sexy what you're doing in the beginning. The day-to-day grind, the cardio, the nutrition, the meals, the training, the posing practice, that's not sexy, right? And that's what happens, boring day after day in the middle of a contest prep, just like a pregnancy. Then comes the end, right? Then comes the week or two leading up to the show, or leading up to the birth. Everyone's interested again. How you feeling? Like this and that, and then your water breaks and you have contractions, and everyone, oh my God, this is it. And then the baby comes and it's this great thing, and oh, it's so great. And then you're on this journey with this baby. Same thing with a bodybuilding show, right? There's peak week, and everyone cares about peak week and what you're going to do leading up to the show and how you look, and you're posting your pictures and hashtag 2 days out, refeeding your carbs. It gets interesting again. People care about it. You go to the show, bang, and then it's like this thing, and then it's there. Everyone cares about it again. It gets interesting, right? So it goes through this kind of cycle where it's interesting, everyone cares about it, and then it's kind of the day-to-day grind, boring consistency of an expecting mother growing that baby in there, doing everything in her power to grow the healthiest baby. That boring day-to-day stuff, proper nutrition, sleep, stress management, things like that. Just like a bodybuilding show, right? That middle stuff is somewhat boring and monotonous. And then comes the end. Another reason why they're similar is that they're both filled with wives' tale. Holy cow. I felt like I was backstage at a bodybuilding competition most of the time during my wife's pregnancy, because the crap that people come out with, as far as, oh God, like, if you eat this is going to happen, or if you feel this, that means the baby is a boy, or if you look like this, that means the baby is going to be a girl, or if you have heartburn, that means the baby's got hair, and it's filled with wives' tale. But I think some people actually believe that stuff, right? They actually believe it. Just like bodybuilding, like there's so many things that people just talk about anecdotally or just been passed down generations or whatever that are just complete nonsense, but people believe to be true. And so that's another similarity between pregnancy and a contest prep. also, it's one of the most rewarding things that you can ever do. Grinding through that contest prep and getting to the end and reaching your goal, and you come out the other end better physically and mentally tougher, because you've been through that, you put yourself through that, you stayed consistent, you brought yourself to unhealthy body fat levels, you starved yourself, you've continued to train hard, you got up there, you gave it your best, and you come out stronger, and then suddenly everything in life suddenly becomes not easier, but you look at it with a different perspective, because you know that you've done this thing in the past, and you have that confidence to push forward and do other things in your life, and that's my opinion, obviously, and all the other things that come with it, the things that you gain, like I said, mentally, physically, but that's a whole nother topic. Same thing with a pregnancy. I know for my wife, going through that process, I have so much respect for her, and I respected her and loved her so much before she was ever pregnant. But man, watching her go through that process, sacrificing everything, every second of her day was focused on that baby when it was inside her, and just watching her go through the process from beginning to end, watching her body change, and the little things that no one knows, no one pays attention to, like the little details, like weighing out your food, right? Like getting it right to the exact thing, and not cheating on your diet, and no one sees that stuff, right? No one sees my wife every single night before she goes to bed, putting like cocoa butter or coconut oil or something like on her skin to protect her skin from stretching or being uncomfortable, and no one sees like the nausea. No one sees her on her knees in front of the toilet, gagging and trying to throw up. No one sees that stuff. And after that birthing process, like, man, it's just crazy. And I hope that she's come out stronger and more resilient because of that, because she went through it. She did such a great job, and yeah, she came out with a new perspective, just like in a bodybuilding competition. So we'll leave it there for today. All you mothers out there expecting mothers, my hat is off to you. I have so much respect for you. Thank you for everything you're sacrificing and everything that you're about to do. So yeah. Also, one more thing is that after the show, say you earn a pro card, right? We'll equate a pro card to having the baby, right? Having the baby is great. Getting a pro card is great. It's what you do after that matters too, right? You have to raise that child. You have to be there for that child. You have to be a good role model. Everything that comes with being a parent. Just like a pro card doesn't mean a damn thing. What's important is what comes after and what you do with that title. So, all right, we'll leave it there. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe if you want, and we'll see you next time.